Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dugout Football channel. It is 1 o'clock, it is lunchtime, so we've got a lunchtime treat for you. It is Manchester United versus Liverpool FA Cup preview. Yeah, the Reds looking to bounce back after losing their Anfield record last night to Burnley of all teams. But credit where credit is due, Burnley thoroughly deserved to get the win last night. But we won't dwell on that too much. I am being joined by a very special guest, as you can see. It is Bobby from Bitz and Bobz channel. How are you doing, Bobby?
I'm good, mate. Thanks for having me on. I woke up this morning smiling. Had 6 good reasons to be happy. Obviously, Burnley winning. We're 6 points ahead of you. It's good, football-wise. Life is good, It's good. Thanks for having me on again, man.
Oh, absolute pleasure. Because obviously, I know you were on the podcast quite recently, and you had to go very early.
Yeah, I had to go get my missus. So yeah, it's good to actually be back on again. So yeah,
I know. 100%. And actually, we were just talking off air. Me and you have a few sort of friends in common, which is mental.
Edinburgh is a village, mate. Edinburgh is a village. Very, very small world. And it's interesting. Obviously, and also, when obviously restrictions are allowed, we should look to try and do a video physically together, obviously socially distanced and stuff, because you're not that far away, to be honest. So driving distance,
Yeah, absolutely. And I would absolutely love to do that as well. So let's say a few hello to a few people, because I've just seen one person that's sneaking in here. Good morning to Jordan Hyman. Hope you're doing well. We will get to that, Sebastian. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Doug. Do you think Liverpool could get bounced back? I really hope so. Hey, Doug said Cairo Weller. Honestly, guys, if I get named butchered, then I apologise immediately. Good morning, gentlemen, says Liz. Jamie Granson, afternoon, lads. Afternoon to you. Hi, everyone. I'm actually here at work. And Nipun Sharma is in there as well. So, I have to say now that Manchester United Liverpool. Now, we've got a horrible record at Old Trafford. So, how are you feeling going into this game?
I'm quite confident because we're home. Personally, prior to you guys losing, I was thinking he's probably just going to rotate it. But I think, Liverpool are there to be attacked. But then, regarding my I'm confident. I think we'll beat you. I don't think it'll be comfortable. I still think it'll be a good game. But you guys will be low on confidence right now, And they always say, when you're playing football, when you lose, you want to play as soon as possible. So I'm sure for Liverpool, the game can't come quick enough. However, I just think there's a bit of a psychology edge right now that we're above you in the league, and we need this win just as much as you, because all he needs is a trophy. You guys need to try and win something.
Yeah.
Apparently you guys are supposed to be the greatest team ever, which is a lie. But but I'm quite confident. I wouldn't be too sad if we get beat. I think, I was just about to say that, Haley. I think Ollie's going to play a strong team because, what I've noticed from Ollie that, he's taken a lot of things quite seriously this season. We were unfortunate against City. We didn't play too good. And I just think that this game, it's a good showcase to be like, we are serious to winning a trophy, What about you, man? How are you feeling coming to Old Trafford?
Honestly, our record there speaks for itself. We've not got a good record there. I mean, I think, obviously, I was probably too young to remember in 1999. So, obviously, I know that game is, memories, because obviously I know Michael Owens, took the lead, and then, York and Solskjaer of all people as well. So, I think obviously the last time we beat you in the FA Cup was 2012. That was Dirk Kuyt at Anfield. But I was looking at the stats, and this might surprise you. Liverpool haven't beaten Manchester United away at Old Trafford in the FA Cup since 1921, 100 years ago.
What?
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Wait, repeat that again. Make sure I heard you clearly. Repeat that again.
13th of January 1921, 100 years ago.
Wow. Well,
so
sorry. That's a stat.
It is. It's a star and a half, but yeah, look, I think Jaguar Taxter go and repeat. Yes, January the 13th, 1921. So you have to get these. You have to get these stuff out of the way. You have to get these stuff out of the way because. But what I will say is, it's the best game. It's the best chance to bounce back. But as I've said, our record there is very, very poor. It's the only place Jurgen Klopp has not won as a manager.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the FA Cup's in our minds, but after last night, he might go strong. So, we'll see.
The thing about, I think, Jurgen Klopp, he's never really took the FA Cup seriously, has he? And I think most clubs haven't. It's only Arsenal that take that seriously, isn't it? Let's be honest. I mean, that's I'm not going to say it's their cup, but that's the one they try and go for because they can't win the league and they won't win the league for a very long time. However, for big clubs like ourselves, FA Cup, it's not priority. I don't think. I mean, I think for different reasons, Klopp will probably want to win the game just to win a football match, and we want to win to progress. And I just think, as a Man United, Fergie always said, any cup we're in, Man United are always in to win it, regardless.
Yeah.
And, Ollie always makes reference back to the Fergie days and stuff. So I'm sure the guys, and also you need to remember, Douglas, some of these players probably haven't won the FA Cup. Some of these players haven't won silverware. I know some have, but, this group together haven't won, for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
So it'll be good to be in the next round. It's a cup game, so I mean, it's as long as you guys lose, I don't really care how the game. But I'll be watching intensely.
The rivalry is still there, folks. The rivalry is still there. It always will be. It always will be. But yeah, as I've said, 1999. How old was I? Six I was probably 6 in 1999. So. So I can't really remember that game at all. So, but the thing is, we can't hit a barn door right now. So, Yeah,
I mean, your front three are looking like the blank three. Do you know what I mean? One of them, I mean, bloody hell, for me, your right foot or left foot, he can't seem to put any power on the ball. Salah obviously is a part of the diving club. Mane just didn't look interested. Just below in the wilderness. I think, do you know what? All rivalries aside, right? As obviously, I hate Liverpool as a football club and stuff. But all rivalries aside, it looks like you guys are just done. And when I say that, I mean you need something different. Obviously, Jota getting injured. You guys have been hindered with injury, and last season it happened to City. So you guys are now feeling what that can do to you. And I also think Klopp never bought properly. Okay, he bought Thiago Alcantara, and he got Jota in. Doesn't mean you haven't got quality and depth. Do you know what I mean? Like for us, we could bring a Martial on, or Van de Beek on, or a Greenwood on. You guys don't really have that name. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I mean, like the thing is, like our centre back options are limited, and that's unfortunately our fault. We should have probably got a centre back, but look, hindsight's a wonderful thing. This isn't a a normal season. COVID, key players being out, and there will be shocks along the way. So But as George Kell says, Liverpool's tactics are cross, and more cross. Like Trent Alexander-Arnold had 22 crosses yesterday. How many did he get success? How many crosses did they have get successful? One.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Okay. Mm-hmm. This might trigger a few Liverpool fans. Is he really that good of a right back? Well, let me elaborate the question. Okay. When you guys were dominating, excuse me, when you guys were dominating, you guys were in possession. You always dominate possession. So, he's never really in the starting position as a right back, because he pushes on a bit. And he likes to cross from deep. He's not really the right back that will hit the byline. He just needs a yard, and so on. And I think this season we're just seeing an average defender. And he's brilliant at going forward. Let me not lie, okay? This is not for me to get clipped up on it. No, he's brilliant at what he does. You know what I mean? Mr. Whippy with the ice cream cone. He whips it. Do you know what I mean? 100%.
Yeah.
But you're a defender at first. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? And I think, the debate about Wan-Bissaka, I'm not even saying Wan-Bissaka is better than him. Is Wan-Bissaka a better defender? Yes. When we go forward, I want him to be like Trent, but at the same time, I'm thinking, are we overhyping him a little bit? Because I'm thinking, is he really as good as everyone makes out, Doug? And I don't know, what's your thoughts?
We need to morph the two together. We need Trent's defensive ability. And we need Trent's attacking. We need Aaron Wan-Bissaka's defensive ability, and we need Trent's crossing. Then you would have like Trent Wan-Bissaka, just morph them into two, and then you've got a really good player. No, I totally agree with you. And for me, he's not really a right back. For me, he's more of a midfielder for me. So I can see what you're saying, and Trent hasn't been the same. And I'm kind of hoping now that he doesn't play at the weekend, because I think Neco Williams will probably come in for him. I think Trent needs a rest. I don't think he's been the same since I think it's the Man City game where he got a really bad injury. So that is something else to be thought of. And look, Dwight McNeil was going past him at pace yesterday. Charlie Taylor was going through past him at pace as well. This is what I'm saying,
Douglas. This is what I'm saying. And that Dwight, what's his son, McNeil? Did you see the one where he tried to drag it back and it hit off his right foot and went ahead? And Trent was spun like a Beyblade, mate. Do you know what I mean? And it was you know what I mean? And bro, the funny thing is I'm looking at him bro, you're having a horrible time right now. And this is Burnley. And this is why I was getting angry in the group chats that I was in. I was like, this is what I wanted Martial to do to him. This is what I wanted Rashford to do to him. And this is no disrespect to Dwight McNeil, but just attack him. Do you know what I mean? And it's proven you'll get some change out of him, because there was one where he just kicked the ball at the park, because he kicked the ball out because he's like, no, I don't want to do this. And for me, I just think that as a right back, as a defender, your job is to be able to defend first.
Yeah. This is a good question from Chris. Do you think Pogba, Fernandes, Rashford, Martial, Cavani will start on Sunday? I don't. I think he will rotate that forward line, start James, Van de Beek, Mata and Greenwood. What do you think?
Thanks for the question, Chris. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, because the guys can't play every game, and the FA Cup is a good way to refresh the players. Refresh the squad, and also keep the fringe players, the players that aren't playing as much, some game time, and also time to prove themselves, to push for a start. And I also think that a few players need to prove themselves. Greenwood looked out of sorts against Fulham. I think Greenwood's still in this thing where he needs to step over, shoot. He has to stop taking the ball from the back and start being face front towards the goal. Mata's class. We know what Mata can do. He just doesn't have the legs. And obviously Van de Beek, Daniel James. Listen, I've I've asked a lot of people about Daniel James, and I think if we excel what he's good at, pace, running in behind, and excel in his crossing, he'll be decent. He'll be a good squad player. So I hope Chris, I hope he does rotate 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I mean, I did see today, I think it was today, Jesse Lingard has been completely dropped out of the equation by Manchester United. What do you think of that?
Oh, what did it say? I never saw that. What is he being kept or?
Apparently, he's been chucked out. I think of the 25-man squad, and I think Amad Diallo is going to be in there. So I wonder if Lingard's on his way out, potentially on loan.
Well, do you know what? I'm going to say this, right? This might sound controversial. I think Lingard's had his time. I think he's had his time. You know, he's like all the other players. He's been under different managers, but I think when it did matter, he didn't cut it. You know, yeah, he is actually. I don't know why, but that's what they call him. It's good to have a nickname, I suppose.
I suppose, yeah.
I think right now Jesse's only really kept at Man United for a commercial sense because he is very marketable. You know. Yeah, I heard that about the Sheffield United one. Look, I think there's just better players than Jesse, and that's just it. It's just an unfortunate truth for him. There are better players, and Diallo. You know, if you watch the YouTube, I don't like looking at players like that. I'd rather just watch them. Some of my friends say he's actually quite good. He should be fine. He's fearless. So let's see. And to be honest, if that is the truth, Doug, that he's been taken out for Diallo to come in, there you go. Do you know what I mean? Look, it's a cutthroat business, football. Do you know?
Yeah.
You need all your best players at the time, and there's no point. I love it if that's the case because there's no point in bringing Diallo to go play with the 19s or the reserves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he's ready, he's ready. But I think there's a sentiment with Jesse Lingard. He won us the FA Cup final, League Cup final. Do you know what I mean? He's done a lot, but he's had his time. You know, he's had his time, and I think it is time to move on as well.
Yeah, JB is saying, reports are Lingard has an offer from Sheffield but is waiting for better loan options. And then Jamie Gretton comes in, Lingard might go to Spurs. How would you feel if Jesse Lingard went to Spurs?
I'd be happy for him because I think he'd play. I think I don't have anything against Jesse Lingard. I think he's just unfortunate there's better players than him. That's it. It's football. When there's better players, you just get edged out. And you know, he could have probably excelled a bit more, but I think he's done at Man United, mate. Yes, I remember that. That would be an amazing highlight. But yeah, I think him going to Spurs would be a good move. It's still a big club, and he'll probably. Thank you very much, Chris. I think he'll.
I've just seen that.
And he'll be effective, mate. He'll be effective, 100%. So
yeah.
It'll be something different to what they have. And people forget, Jesse can carry the ball, you know? He can dribble. So all the best to him.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And as you say, he did win this competition for you guys. That was the last game with Louis van Gaal's tenure. And, you know, then, you know, Jose Mourinho comes in as well, which is amazing. Right. So how do you think United will set up in this game? Do you think they'll attack Liverpool, or do you think it'll be a bit, you know, cagey? Or obviously the league game, we started really, really well. We were on the attack from the minute off, and then you were counter-attacking us. Do you think because you're at home, do you think you'll have more possession than us?
No. Listen. You guys only have one way of playing. You know, on the front, possession-based. There's been a lot of teams that came to Old Trafford and had more possession than us. It's, you know, it is what it is. It's just the way Ollie sets up, and it's weird. I know because we're home. I think Liverpool will play all-out attacks as they normally do because I think they don't know how to play in any other way, and that's compliment to Klopp. At the same time, it's still a disadvantage because you're not going to have the ball for 90 minutes, even though Liverpool seem to do sometimes. I think we'll attack because No, we won't attack. I don't think we'll be on the front foot. I want us to be on the front foot, but you still got to respect Liverpool. Because they can still punish you on their day. And look, I think it's just going up for a great game, Doug. Because like Liverpool have just lost the game. We've went 6 points clear. You guys will be coming for blood, and I'm glad Steven Gerrard's not playing, because anytime he scores at Old Trafford, he runs to the corner and he kisses the camera. I fucking hate that, mate. When he moves out of the way and then he goes, "Come here!" Oh, I hate when he does that. So I'm glad I won't be seeing that. I want us to attack, but I know Ollie, and he'll probably be a bit more conservative, hit on the counter. I hope Trent is playing, because I think we'll probably, hopefully we can target him.
So let's see what some of you are saying. Currently recovering from my post-Burnley hangover, not great week at all, says Cian Dolan. Hello to Cian, hope you're doing well, my friend. Even a year ago, he was amazing in the City game at the Etihad. I think that's about Lingard. Another very boring game. 0-0 at full time. I'm afraid another 0-0 incoming. My goodness me, everyone's not confident at all. All in attack, both teams will don't want extra time, says Jamie Gretton. Yeah, obviously. I mean, you guys got Sheffield United after this game. We've got Tottenham, so yeah, extra time is not what I want either. My prediction: Man United 1, Liverpool 2. I still have to back my team no matter what form we are in. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What's up, boys? What are we talking about? I think this is on Twitch. We're just talking about Manchester United Liverpool. We're basically talking about Manchester United Liverpool FA Cup game, and also the fact that Jesse Lingard might be, moving on for Manchester United. Cavani will start, says Jamie Grenn. Yeah, Cavani.
I don't want him to be honest. I don't want him.
I'm going to be honest. I was amazed he didn't start at Anfield.
Yeah, I think, do you know, I think, if I'm honest with you, Doug, right, he's not spring chicken, right? And we need to manage him well. He can't start every game, which I'd love to see him every game. 3 points.
Hello, Anthony. I can see a few Leicester City fans in here. Hello, Anthony. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
I think it'll be good for Cavani to start, but we need to manage him well, because after this, I think Europa League starts. Is it next month?
Yes, yes, it is.
There you go. Yeah. So then we go to Thursday, Sunday. So we need to manage him well. So he might come on. Listen, he might come on. Who knows? But he's guaranteed a goal. That's the difference. Yeah. He scores a goal that Rashford and Martial don't score.
JB, it's not Odegaard to Arsenal I'm very weird about. I think the weirdest signing this January transfer window, Matt Ryan from Brighton to Arsenal.
Is that the goalkeeper?
That's the goalkeeper.
What? To do what? To be benched?
Yeah, because apparently Arsenal are wanting to get rid of their second choice goalkeeper, Runarsson, because he's basically rubbish. And yeah, they've got in Matt Ryan, who was homesick, but yeah, he's not been in the Brighton team. To be honest, the Odegaard to Arsenal, I think that's a great move for Arsenal, because Real Madrid don't want to sell and don't want to loan him out to Real Sociedad. So I can understand that, but yeah, Odegaard to Arsenal I think is a great move. Matt Ryan to Arsenal, very, very strange, very, very strange as well. Cian Dolan, I see United winning this 2-1 unless Klopp stands at the touchline holding a Kalashnikov. I see this terrible form continuing. A Kalashnikov. You'll have to let me know about that.
Yeah.
Afternoon, lads. Hope you're having a good day. Hoping we bounce back in this game. Jack Mac LFC, go and check out his channel. Hope you're doing well, my friend. So we've got a starting 11 from Jack Attack. Hendo, Wan-Bissaka, Twanzebe, Bailly, Telles, McSauce, Fred, Dan James, Van de Beek, Greenwood and Cavani. We will get to lineups very, very shortly. At Anfield, Ollie had the bus parked, and that's why we went with Rashi up top for the pace. Yeah, absolutely. I wonder if he'll start on top of the league. Yeah, I know, Jack Attack. I know. I'm not happy about Odegaard going to Arsenal. He should have been allowed to stay at Sociedad, benched at Real Madrid. Yeah, absolutely. I think Liverpool Cup is over. Full now, despite with that home beaten by Burnley, so I know they will win for sure on Sunday. Ooh, fighting talk there, Cairo. Fighting talk. He actually played 3 of our attacking 4 out of position. Yeah, absolutely. I do remember that as well. And yeah, Jamie Grant. Yeah, Matt Ryan is Brighton's third choice keeper there because they've got Robert Sanchez and they've got what's his name?
I don't know I don't know the boy, but I know who he is. I know who you're talking about.
He was described as a goalkeeper who basically has a really bad 90 minutes, but when he comes to penalties, he's so good.
Not
Button, David Button.
David Button. Okay, I was going to say Krul. That's what I could think of.
Homesick, yeah, he's moved to London rather than back home to Australia. Very, very strange. Very, very strange. And I think Bitz and Bobz will agree with me about that. But it's mental.
I don't get it personally. But I mean, look, he wants to play football. We're talking about Odegaard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He won't get a game for Real Madrid just now. So they're thinking, go there. They've probably got because they've got a good relationship with Arsenal, with like the Ozil and Ceballos. So they're probably thinking, go there, play football for 6 months. He'll probably play. You know, Arteta likes the young players, so I think it's a win-win all round. He gets minutes, he gets some experience, and then he goes back to Real Madrid. You know, hopefully he's trying, push a start from there.
Yeah, Hela, I imagine you are Norwegian. Reports here in Norway is that it will be announced in the next few hours. So, thoughts are with you and I think it's Teresa. I think you're both Norwegian. So, yeah, it's a big move for him. It's a big 100%. Move for him for sure. Arsenal are in the hunt to sign some players this window. If they sign Odegaard, then they will have a good run, maybe. Tom May, hope you're doing well, my friend. Big Everton fan, I know. You'll be enjoying.
Oh, go on yourself, Tom.
Button the 27, yeah. Well, Arsenal have signed Matt Ryan on loan. Yes, Jack Attack. It is true. Matt Ryan has joined Arsenal on loan until the end of the season.
That's happened.
Yeah, it has happened. Odegaard will get games for Arsenal at 95%. Since we're in a title race, we should have spent this window. Still need a centre-back who Ollie prefers to his stepson Lindelof.
Yeah, I think... Do you know that one? I was a bit... Listen, do you know what now? I've the Bailly and the Lindelof. Bailly's our best centre-back, in my opinion. He's our best centre-back. And Harry Maguire plays better when he plays with Bailly. And the thing I think that when Maguire plays with Lindelof, we play deeper. We play 15 yards, which means that because we don't have the pace, which means it affects our fullbacks on their attacking play. It affects our centre midfielders on their attacking play because they need to come cover more. And it also means Bruno needs to come deeper. Then there's a big, massive gap. Don't get me wrong, he is a good defender. I actually think Lindelof has been playing well. I just think, in my opinion, I think if we start with Bailly, we're on the front foot, we're a bit more further up the pitch. But Lindelof is a good defender. We need to remember that, So
yeah, absolutely. Kieran Dolan, this is never going to happen, but you're absolutely right. Where is it? Never forget, Sheffield United can still mathematically win the Premier League. Yeah, they'll need an absolute miracle to do that. Nice one, lads. Also, if Everton signed some players to fill in the space we could have a good run for top 4, hopefully. 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
We now know that Ollie will always play Lindelof after his pre-match interview versus Liverpool. Suppose Matt Ryan will be better for Arsenal than Runarsson. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. But listen, for Matt Ryan, it's a big move for him, personally. Look, he's flipping going to Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? For him, personally, him and his family. Do you know what I mean? It's a great day for him and his career, and he probably won't play games,
Jack Attack's asking, what signings does our guest want for United? Okay, Bitz and Bobz, who are you wanting to sign for Man United?
So I'm not going to tell you who I really want because I know I'd be dreaming. Realistically, I would like us to go to Brighton and give them 50, 60 million or 70 million for Lamptey, their right wing back, Basuma, and Ben White.
Oh, that's a shout, actually. Basuma, fantastic player for Brighton. Lamptey as well.
Yeah, so the reason I say that is because Brighton play good football. And, Brighton actually, we rarely have at Man United is players that are good at keeping possession and are and our right back, we've talked about right backs going forward. Max Aarons is a good shout, mate. Max Aarons is probably more realistic, but I just think because Lamptey's played in the Premier League, he's held his own. He's scored a few goals. Defending wise, he's brilliant. Attacking wise, he's brilliant. He gets up and down. Basuma is a solid fixture for Brighton. We wish. Listen, those signs aren't going to happen. We need to be realistic. we need to. That's what I'm saying. Like these players that I'm saying are a bit more realistic.
Yeah.
So that's how I'd like to see, and I'd like to see another striker. Because Cavani's not a spring chicken, like I've said. It's good. Hopefully, he stays for another season. However, Cavani's the only real centre forward we have. Rashford and Martial are forward players. They're not centre forwards. We need a striker.
Yeah.
And the thing is, to get a decent striker now, you're looking at paying 60, 70 million.
Yeah.
And so that's it. That's it. Yeah. What about you in Liverpool?
Wow. Well, on centre back. Obviously, I would say another striker. Firmino, there's just something about him. He's not been the same player for ages, and we definitely need another striker because Origi last night. God bless him. I know he doesn't play many games, but dearie me, he should score that chance. Because if he scores that chance, I think it's a different game after that. But yeah, hindsight's a wonderful thing. All he has to do is basically put it low under the goalkeeper. Don't go for glory when you're going to hit the bar and that. But striker. I would say another right back because obviously with Trent and Neco Williams, we're kind of stuck there. I suppose Fabinho could play right back because he has played right back there before. I think he's played right back for Real Madrid. I think he's played right back for Monaco.
Yeah.
As well, so he's done that as well. There's loads of positions we could probably strengthen. I actually think there'll be a bit of an overhaul in the summer. I think there'll be loads of players probably leaving. I believe someone like Fabrizio Romano said expect something big over the summer. So
I think I think your cycle for that team has took its course. I think you've won the Champions League, you've won the league, and you don't have a lot of British players. Like your best players aren't the British ones, and what I mean by that when I say that, these players have came. They've won the Champions League, they've won the league. There's not really another challenge for them. Okay, I think the best thing you could do as a team when you win the league is win it again, so you've defended it. Do you know what I mean? I'd take Danny Ings at United, 100%. He's a goal scorer.
He has a goal scorer. I would take Danny Ings back in a heartbeat.
It's a shame, isn't it? It's a shame, isn't it? It just shows how lucky a player can be, to miss out on all the achievements. And look what he's doing at a team at Southampton, who, to be honest, play good football. Not everyone can beat Southampton away, though. Hey, Doug.
I knew you were going to get that in there. Liverpool need a striker. I think that's an absolute yes, George. Absolutely. If Liverpool play anyway like they did with Burnley, then United will make it difficult. Liverpool have to get the ground running fast. But it's Old Trafford, mate. It's Old Trafford. We have a terrible record there. A better quality backup to Trent who can come in when Trent is off form and still contribute to the team. Chat's going up really quickly. I saw a video the other day titled Liverpool's Hospital. Oh, jeez. 4-4-2. Good old 4-4-2s. Good old 4-4-2s. I love that. I love that channel, but my goodness me, they were taking the mickey out of that. Maybe Mbappe 2021.
Not happening. George, what are you on? Give me some of it.
We should start building it right back versus United. Really? Wow, that would be interesting. Liverpool need a proven goal scorer. And to be fair, Andy Robertson, one of the best left backs in the world, and he is Scottish. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Me, obviously, with me and Bitz and Bobz being, Scotsmen as well, we will take that. Also, left back for us would be Alfonso. This summer, Milner, Origi, Shaqiri, and Adrian are going, says Cian Dolan, and Genie, says Sir Klopp. And then also left back for us would be Alfonso Davis. Wishful thinking, my friend, wishful thinking. So let's get into the starting 11s then. So, Bitz and Bobz, who are you starting for Manchester United?
Dean Henderson in goals.
Okay.
I think Williams at right back. I think it'll be Bailly and Maguire. And maybe Telles.
Okay.
And I think he'll probably play Fred the McTominay. So McFred. And then Van de Beek. And then I think he'll start with Greenwood wide right, Daniel James on the left. And probably Martial or Cavani. That's who I think, yeah. Because, Gallo's not had a sniff this season,
Is this his last appearance, potentially?
It probably will be, because I think it ends up next week. So, yeah, who knows? Right. He might start, but I don't see on what evidence he starts, We played against Watford and he didn't get on, so you can't even give him the sentiment,
Yeah.
So yeah. And fair enough, football's not about sentiment, but, we kept him on thinking we probably weren't going to have another centre forward, which is fine. But obviously we got El Matador. So, yeah, I think that's my teammate. What about you?
I will get very, very quickly into some of the comments that people are putting. Here's a good one. I want Ndidi more than anyone. I tell you something, Ndidi is a very good central defensive midfielder. Anthony, if you're watching,
they're not going to give us him unless we pay. Look, if they give us Harry Maguire for 85 million, what do you think they're going to give us Ndidi for? At least 100.
At least 100, yeah. Shaqiri would be a top signing for someone in the Prem. Yeah, absolutely. I believe Newcastle were linked with him as well. D. Hendo agreed. The Glazers need to give me the checkbook, not that corporate stooge Woodward. To be honest, George, when I saw that comment come up, I thought I said Scrooge instead of stooge. But there we go. El Matador. Right, Jordan Hyman has got his starting 11. Alisson, Trent, Matic, Fabinho, Robertson, Gini, Thiago, Minamino, Salah, Bobby Firmino, and Mane. Gallo for permanent loan, please, says Jack Attack. He said Gallo will play, not necessarily starts. Right.
Interesting.
So that means he will probably get a send off then. He will probably get a send off.
Which is nice, which is nice. However, I think it would have been a bit better if he had played against Watford, his old club, But Liverpool, I suppose, you can always say, my last game for my United was against Liverpool and I scored. Do you know what I mean? That's a nice little send-off, I suppose,
Yeah. Kane Dolan says, Kelleher, Neco Williams, Reece Williams, Phillips, Shimikas, Fabinho, Jones, Shaqiri, Salah, Minamino, Origi. Very interesting. My line about Alisson, Neco Williams, Reece Williams, Phillips, Shimikas, Milner, Jones, Salah, Oxley, Chamberlain, Minamino, and Firmino. So you're putting Salah in midfield, Chris. That's really interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
And I wouldn't start Firmino versus Tottenham. Very interesting.
I think what people need to remember that Firmino, if the fullbacks aren't on job and Firmino doesn't do his job, it fails, isn't it? It's a machine, the red machine, as you guy gets called. And with Firmino, though, I think with Jota's excellent introduction, he's been brilliant. It kind of shows you that actually, do you really need Firmino? Because if he's not assisting or through balls, but mainly his objective is to score, what's he doing on the pitch?
Yeah. Ollie's team: Dean, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Bailly, Twanzebe, Telles, Matic, McTominay, Van de Beek, Rashford, James, and Martial. Very interesting.
Yeah. That's a very competitive team. It'll be interesting to know, actually, after Sunday, when is Man United's next game? That'll be interesting to find out, because let's see. So we play you guys on Sunday, and then we play again. When do we play again?
Is it not Wednesday?
I'm just right. No, we play Arsenal on Saturday. So there you go. I mean, he might play a strong team then, because there's plenty rest days till we play Arsenal. Actually, let me go check that. Actually,
right. Chris saying no. I'm playing 4-2-3-1.
No, Sheffield United. Sorry, Doug. We play on Wednesday. Sheffield United at home.
Ooh. Oh, right. Okay. Haaland in the summer, Firmino needs to go. The problem with Haaland is he has Mr. Paul Pogba's agent, Mino Raiola.
Yeah.
So that would be a bit of a worry. Is Keita fit, or has he fell off his bed? Oh, another one that needs to go. I'm sorry, but if my friend Connor from the Cop Council's watching, Keita just doesn't do it for me anymore. Can he stay fit? Can he stay fit to save himself? If we beat Man United, says Shayna Amria. I really hope I haven't butchered that name either. George Kyle saying Sheffield United midweek. I do think Maguire will start. We play Wednesday, Sheffield. I think that's at Old Trafford. I think that is Old Trafford. Oh, guys, big breaking news. Kevin De Bruyne to miss Manchester City's games against Liverpool and Tottenham, and will be out for 4 to 6 weeks. Wow. That's just come up on my iPad there. After Pep Guardiola says midfielder out injured for 4 to 6 weeks. Wow. Get
the bevies out, mate. Get the bevies out. Listen. I mean, look. You don't wish ill on anyone, do you?
No.
You don't wish ill on anyone,
especially not De Bruyne, who's probably one of the best players in the Premier League. So you want the big players to play against you, and that's going to heavily weaken Manchester City.
I think this is what we were saying about injuries, though. You get injuries to key players, key figures, and personalities. It's going to be tough to replace them, and Kevin De Bruyne out for 4 to 6 weeks. He's going to miss a lot of football.
Yeah.
Champions League potentially.
Yeah. The biggest advantage of having Ollie as manager was supposed to be luring his apprentice Haaland to United. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, he had them at Molde.
I think Haaland picked right, Doug. Do you know what I mean? I think look, if you see him now, he's brilliant. He's fast and strong, but he's very raw. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like in Germany, there's a lot of high lines. Do you know? In Premier League, you don't really get that. 21 and 21.
Clip that Bitz and Bobz dancing. I certainly will. Oh, yes. So, if you have just joined us, Kevin De Bruyne is out for 4 to 6 weeks from Manchester City, and will miss the game at Anfield and against Tottenham, and he'll miss the game against Borussia Mönchengladbach as well. Title bus booked. I will happily go for a leg transplant with Naby Keita. I've never pulled a leg muscle in my life. Yes, he'll have pale, milky white thighs now, but he'll be able to play now. Oh, honestly, he's just getting. Look, the one thing is, I think Keita, when he's fit, he's a very, very good midfielder. But when he's not, he just doesn't do it for me. And I hate the fact that he has to be. He can be fit for one game and then gets injured.
Yeah.
So,
do you know what? I think some players are just unlucky. That's it. It's just unlucky. Injury can happen to anyone, any football player. Unfortunately, some people it just happens, and then people's bodies are different. People recover quicker. And yes, Helly, I agree. You know, I think he
Yeah.
was right to pick Dortmund over us. I mean, you know, he's not the fully. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not a coach that develops people. We know that, okay? He's not a world-class manager. We know that. So there's no point him having Haaland when he's not near enough the finished product, do you know? And that's why I worry about Greenwood, Doug, because,
Yeah.
you know, I feel he's not being coached properly or developed properly, you know?
Mm. Yeah, on Greenwood, do you think he's... How do I put it? Do you think since his, like, obviously Manchester City friend, I think the youth player who killed himself, do you think that's affected his
Oh,
performances
100%.
this season?
100%. And, I mean, I don't know if you've lost anyone, but when you lose someone, especially your best friend, you know, it doesn't only just take you out of routine, but it ejects you from life. Imagine your best friend, the person that you talk to 24/7, message, phone call, check on, speak to their family, is gone. And also has committed suicide. And you're his best friend, and you couldn't even identify or suss out something was wrong with him. It's gonna take mentally. It's tough, man. It's tough, you know. And he's still a kid himself. I hope you know. I hope you know he's obviously been protected and stuff and helped. And you know, listen, and you know this is the funny thing. You know, on that, he's not playing well. Martial's not playing well. We're still top of the league. They've still come to the party. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, just before I give you my Liverpool team news, I don't know if you've obviously seen in the news as well, Jordan Ibe, the Derby County midfielder, ex-Liverpool, of course, ex-Bournemouth, he is suffering from depression. So he's not in a very good place either. So our best wishes are to him as well. Hopefully he gets well soon and gets the help he needs. But the thing is, if anyone is suffering, if anyone is feeling down, my DMs are open. Bitz and Bobz, his DMs are open as well. So just chat to someone. Just chat to someone. Don't feel like you're alone. I know no lockdown can be tough. It's been tough on me. It's been tough on a lot of people. It's been affected a lot of people. So to Mohit Kumar, sorry, I only joined. No problem, not a problem. And to answer your question, Odegaard is a very good signing for Arsenal. Matt Ryan is a very weird signing. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie at all.
Unless it's going to lead to like a goalkeeping coach position, you don't know. It's a bit of a it's a strange one. But all the best to him. You know, look, biggest move in his career. You know, no one can take it away from him. You know.
What does Bitz and Bobz think of Koundé from Sevilla? Upamecano, I doubt. Yeah, Bayern Munich are sniffing in for Upamecano, aren't they?
I think he's a good player. It's just see right now, guys. He's a very good player. Very good player. I just think that with COVID and so many big clubs losing money, I think you're going to see players stay another season. You know, at their club because financially it's going to be tough to move. Everyone's losing money. You know, you can imagine. I think Liverpool, Man United. Okay, no problem. You can imagine that, like, I think Man United and Liverpool are losing 6-7 million a home game. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's a great player, mate. Great player. However, I wouldn't make him priority just now. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. George Kyle says Bayern Munich are the best in the transfer market in the world. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So right, be fair to them.
Yeah, right. So my starting 11 for Sunday. This is going to be very interesting. Right, Alisson Becker in goal. I'm going to go for Neco Williams, Joe Matip, Fabinho, Kostas Tsimikas. I think I pronounced that right. Gini Wijnaldum, Thiago, Curtis Jones, and then I'm going to go Salah, Minamino, Mane. So there is a couple of players in there that don't usually start. Nico Williams, obviously, Kostas Tsimikas, Curtis Jones, but Minamino as well. I just think there will be a few changes, and I can see Firmino and Mane getting rested, considering we've got Spurs coming up. So that is something as well. Jack Attack, I would rest Alisson for the Spurs game. Yeah, I would as well. I would not be surprised to see Kelleher, because quite frankly, it ain't going to be Adrian. Sorry, Bitz and Bobz, but I know you would want Adrian to play. It's not going to be Adrian.
He might, but I don't know. I mean, he might actually play him, because do you know why? He might just think he might think that some of these guys just need to, when you just rest someone, but just be like, look, you're not playing today. Go do something else. And I know it's Man United, so he probably won't. But sometimes, like, I've played football, and like sometimes if you went for a bat, they'll say, right, you're not playing today. Yeah. We're changing up. Go away, come back, and then go again. So
yeah, I've just said that. Mohit just said that as well. I've read that as well. Ken, yeah, but it always seems they pay low amounts no matter what. Yeah, Sebastian's lineup: Alisson, Neco, Matip, Fabinho, Tsimikas, Ox, Gini, Jones, Mane, Minamino, Salah. Mohit Kamara can't play Adrian. Nope. Lewandowski was a free, I believe, for example. Yeah, he was indeed. Right, so to round up the preview, what is your prediction for the game, Bitz and Bobz?
See, I got a bit giddy thinking we were going to beat you guys. But it was a boring draw. I think. Does it get played to penalties, or the extra time get played? Do you know? Is it straight to?
Extra time and penalties.
So see, for that, I don't think none of the teams want extra time, because you're only getting about 48 hours plus rest from Sunday. So I'm thinking 2-1 Man United. But Liverpool dominate the game. Liverpool dominate the game, but we win 2-1.
Okay, very interesting. Let's see what some of you are saying. City still have that squad depth, though. Yeah, they do. Kelleher can start. I have no problem with that. He is decent. Did Klopp have a fight after the match? I think it's been sort of situated for WrestleMania and etc. I'm only joking. 2-1 Liverpool, says Sebastian. Jack Attack says 2-0 United. Would you take party at Liverpool would you take party at United or Liverpool? Says Mohit Kumar. I think he would just need a season to get, sorted. He's a great player. He's a very good player. He did well at Atletico Madrid. What about you, Bitz and Bobz? Would you take party?
Yes, because I think, for Man United anyway, because I think what Partey does, we don't need McFred. Partey does that job, so that releases a position where you could potentially have a Bruno, Pogba, and Partey. Instead of having to shoehorn Pogba on the left or the right or so on, or play him in the sixth row. So I think, I'd happily. I was actually quite gutted. I actually thought that's a great signing. But I think, see what you have to remember. He's from Ghana. He's African. And London, to go from living in Madrid to living in London, it's a massive, massive attraction. I don't see many players jumping to live in flipping Merseyside or Manchester when they can live in London. And I don't know disrespect to anyone that lives there. I just think you've went from Madrid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. Right, let's see what some of you are said. Dyche versus Klopp has been booked for WrestleMania, I've heard. Vince knows a Monday match when he sees one. Yeah. Arsenal Southampton predictions: 1-0 Arsenal. Arsenal have got a very good record against Southampton. Actually, guys, check out my FA Cup predictions as well. I did FA Cup predictions yesterday. Check those out. 2-1 Liverpool just, says Chris Welsh. 1-0 United, says Mohit Kumar. Hender's more capable of keeping a clean sheet than Kelleher. Interesting. 2-1 United, says Cian Dolan. Jack, did you watch the Ajax game? Don't think he did. 2-0 Liverpool. 1,000,000% on Partey. Keller came away man of the match. Yeah, he did. He absolutely did. If you go to Arsenal these days, you're ending your career, says George Kyle. Maybe win versus United, hopefully boost our confidence back. I just want to see us winning soon as possible. Never felt pain of not winning for years. Callum, big Liverpool, Northern Ireland and Rangers fan says, yo, 4-1.
Wow.
4-1. Wow. Wow. Wow, we'll see about that. 1-0 Southampton, says Kian Dolan. And Mohamed Kamara says, okay, right. I've slept on it. And I've been thinking of my prediction for this game. And I'm only going to see one way of going through it. But my head says 1-1. And after extra time, you'll beat us on penalties. My heart says 2-1 United. I just think with the way that we're playing right now, it could even be 1-0. It could even be 1-0. We just can't hit the back of the net at the moment. And it's not much our defense is the problem. It's putting the ball in the back of the net. So that's something else to say. But I'll go in my head. I'm going to go 1-1, and I'll go to extra time, and then I think we'll lose on penalties.
I think Dean Henderson's got a good record against penalties. I'll need to double check that. But yeah, I think it's one of those, isn't it? After the last week's game, Doug, it's like, what are we going to see? But because it's a cup game, it's a one-off game, and I don't think neither teams want extra time. It'll be. Listen, I'm being honest with you. Extra time will just make things worse. That for teams for preparations in the league, and I can't see both managers wanting that because extra time means potential fatigue, potential injuries. Yeah. Hopefully, we beat you though.
Of course. Thanks for your honesty, mate. Maybe Liverpool to score one, but still United 2-1. Honesty is the best policy, and I said that in my match reaction last night. You have to be honest when Burnley play well, and you have to be honest. I'm not one of those fans who, goes and ranting and giving out stupid comparisons. Oh, sorry, sorry. Arsenal fans do that. I can't remember what it was, but I remember Trent Alexander-Arnold was getting compared to David Beckham. I'm like, no.
Relax.
Just calm it down. Just relax. Liverpool need to get back in form to beat City in a few weeks. Well, we've got Spurs, West Ham, Brighton before Man City come to Anfield. Fabinho done well at centre back, but we know he's best in midfield. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone taking everyone else down as United march on. I've always put my team to win or draw, says Criswell. So yeah, I'm going 1-1. And then extra time and penalties, and I think we'll probably lose on penalties. So see what happens with that. Fabinho has proven to be reliable at centre back, right back, and in midfield. Give him a go up top. He can't do it any worse than Firmino and Origi. Can he? Well,
good point.
Who knows? Bitz and Bobz, thank you very, very much for coming on and doing a wee match preview. Great to get you on. Great to get you on the channel again. I know. Obviously, you had to go early from the podcast, but where can we find you on your socials?
So basically, that's my Twitter handle there. Same as on Instagram with an extra underscore. I have a YouTube channel, Bitz and Bobz. I talk about football, and I also do interviews with people where I talk about mental health, racism, sexism, discrimination. I just get to know the person and stuff. And also, I'm on the football terrace, and there's going to be a few big announcements regarding the football terrace. So look out for that. Yeah, it's going to be a good year YouTube wise, thankfully. But listen, Doug, thank you for having me on, man. As I said, people, it's when we found each other, I was like, no way. And obviously, we found out how close we live. Obviously, the people we know, so it's good. Happily, man. I don't do as much my United stuff, and I'm gonna. That's because I'm on the terrace, so I do my United stuff from that. So, but no, we need to call up more, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Even if it's just talking about football in general, we need to do more calls. But thank you for thinking of me and having me on. 100%.
Oh, absolute pleasure, my friend. Absolute pleasure. Yeah, go and check Bitz and Bobz out. He's got a very good catchphrase as well, haven't you?
Yeah. So what? It's your boy, Bitz and Bobz.
I just love that. I just love the way you start. I just love the way you start your shows with that. I just think it's absolutely fantastic.
God, what are you doing for the game?
Well, I might miss some of the. I actually might miss some of it because I'm actually house hunting with my fiance.
Oh, congrats, man! Congrats. Well, so, I'll keep you updated. Don't worry.
I'll probably catch some of it. Or I'll probably have my phone on handy as well. But we'll see as well. Very good preview. Thanks, Doug, Bitz and Bobz, and all. Yeah, not a problem, George. And I'm glad that obviously we can. I've spent my afternoon with you guys, and hopefully everything will be going good. Hopefully it'll be a good match, and hopefully the snow doesn't affect things. Although I think the snow's practically it's not practically gone where I am, but it's one of those things.
It's melting where I am, but so far so good. But yeah, I think we're gonna go for a walk now. Actually,
good plan. Yes, United have fans. Sorry, Man City. Yeah, guys, let if you haven't watched this, obviously, because of obviously work commitments, or if you've missed it, then leave us a wee comment, and I'm sure myself or Bitz and Bobz will be able to comment and reply 100%. To as well. But yeah, let's hope for a very good game on. Sunday, and can Liverpool bounce back? We shall see what happens. But until then, go and subscribe to Bitz and Bobz. And smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.